Yo you guys, this is Blacklist of the Abyss and you're watching my live reaction for Mob Psycho Season 2, Episode 5. Stick around after the video for a little discussion about the episode. Go ahead, Mob. Go ahead, no, you gotta put yourself out there, Mob, even if this is just Genjutsu. I mean, he rarely ever used his powers anyway. He only uses it when he's attacked. It's probably not going to be all that different. Though I guess you could argue that maybe his personality, or like something about how he always knew that he could rely on them if he needed to, so maybe that impacted how he acts in some way, but for the most part, this should just be the same exact thing. So does Ritsu have his powers in this Genjutsu? Or are just powers in general gone? Bullying in Japan. Looks about right. Sounds about right. Bullying in Japan. Done right out in the open. No one does anything about it. Sounds about right for Japan. You know, this episode, it's very interesting to watch this episode unfold, not necessarily because of the story, but just because of how it is they're choosing to animate everything. It's just really... Mob Psycho's always had its own unique style, but even this is different than what it usually does. It's just interesting to interesting to watch, you know. Are you going in? Are you going in? Now this could get interesting. Nice. Nice. I knew there was a reason he was there. I knew it. I knew there had to be a reason why he was there. I'm gonna be honest. Outside of the visuals, this isn't really all too different from normal Mob Psycho, and there isn't really much to react to yet. It's just, oh look, Mob's getting beaten up, which happened last week, or the week before. It's like, you know, it's all stuff I've seen before. The only difference is that no one's showing up to defend him. Production values wise, it's obviously a great episode. It's just content wise, it's not exactly what I was expecting. Which isn't to say it isn't good, it just means it's just like perfect. It's 100% subjective here. What? Okay, now that's not something I was expecting. Okay. Is that character growth I see? Is that character growth? She isn't actually like that in real life. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's how he's gonna get out, like I said last time. This is interesting, seeing how it, you know, he was perceiving the dead in a completely different way in this season and just having a complete change in perspective. Oh, that's the girl. The girl somehow became Susanoo. Uh-oh, here we go. Here we go. Life fibers? See, the animation in this episode is just top tier. Bones is really outdoing himself. Nice.
性の感情が 100% 消失したモブの強烈な一撃により大悪霊最上は完全に消滅。したかに思う。
Oh. Oh no. Oh no. What is this, the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo? It's been opened and now it cannot be closed. They've been released into the world. Yo, man. This episode is a spectacle. It's a true spectacle. I'll be honest and say the story wasn't as strong as I would have liked. It's relevant to the oh wow, look at this. It's relevant to the overarching story being told in Mob, so I'm fine with it. It's just the individual aspects of the details were too similar to stuff we'd already seen, in my opinion. But the spectacle itself is just incredible to watch. Look at this. Question marks. Question marks. How am I supposed to take that? It's a total unknown, obviously, because they're question marks, but still. Is he freaking Madoka now? He just like leaves. And they just let him leave. Like, this dude's a freaking Scar guy. Like, oh well, whatever. They're always pretty chill anyway. Yo. Sorry about all that stuff I did. Don't worry about it though. Okay, there we go. So this dude's just alive. This dude's just alive? Like, alright, fine, whatever. Sure. Nice. 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 Keep telling him that. Keep telling him that or else the series will end. McDonald's. Nice. So, that was episode 5 of Mob Psycho. I heard a lot of hype in regards to this episode, and it makes sense just given how, I said it before, but how much of a spectacle it was. The reaction itself is rather short, mainly because I was just like watching and appreciating the animation that was going on, but also because the story itself wasn't really something, it doesn't really inspire much of a reaction in terms of like, I'd rather just sit there and enjoy watching the animation that's going on, as opposed to just like sitting here and losing my mind but not actually paying attention to what's actually happening, you know? And the actual story aspects of it is all stuff we've seen before with Mob getting bullied. And as a matter of fact, they used the same exact characters. They used those two same dudes, who Dimple took over, then Ritsu came in, and then the Body Improvement Club came in. Like, those same two dudes are the ones who showed up, right? So it was literally just a replay of events we had seen before. So I expected something different. I expected something like the Naruto Shippuden Road to Ninja movie, where everyone's lives are like totally different and you see a totally different side of them. That's kind of what I wanted, but at the same time I knew it wouldn't be all that different because Mob doesn't use his powers anyway. So he essentially just became even more of a he just tanked everything even more. Essentially, he didn't stand up for himself even less than he would so normally. So that was kind of rough to watch, but the episode itself was really good. I'd argue one of the best episodes of the year, even if I wasn't that big of a fan of it. I can separate objective and subjective and all that. So even though, while I liked watching the episode, and I didn't really care for the story, I can still say that it's still one of the better episodes of 2019 so far, which it's only February, but still. Yeah. those are my thoughts on this episode of Mob Psycho. And yeah, you guys, that's that. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at blacklistota, and I'll see you guys next time.